Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this simple washcloth. It's perfect for pretty much any reason. It's great as a gentle scrubby. You can see with the texture here, it's great for scrubbing pots and pans. It's also really nice to use as a washcloth for your personal hygiene care because it does give a gentle exfoliating texture that's not rough on the skin. I definitely do want to recommend that you use for this project 100% cotton yarn. I have included information in the description below for the materials that I've used for this project, so go ahead and take a look at that. And for now, let's just go ahead and begin this project. Okay, so the yarn that I'm using for this project is the Classic Cotton Big Ball by Loops and Threads, and I'm using a 4mm crochet hook. Okay, so we're going to begin with a starting loop. Wrap the yarn around your finger, cross it over itself like this, pull up a little bit of this bottom piece and push a little bit of the top piece through to pull and create that ring. Go ahead and get that onto your hook. And now we're going to begin with a chain 27. So yarn over your hook, pull right through the loop. Yarn over, pull through the loop. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep on going until you get to 27 and then come back. So you can pause the video, finish your chain of 27 and come back. Okay, so now that you've got your starting chain of 27, beginning in the second chain from the hook, we're going to work a half double crochet. So you're going to yarn over your hook, push it into that second chain from your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've now got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull right through all 3 loops. In the second one, the next one, we're going to do a slip stitch. So push your hook into the next chain, yarn over, and pull right through the loops on your hook. Next, we're going to do a half double crochet again. So yarn over, push your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. The next one, we're going to do a slip stitch again. Push your hook in, yarn over, pull right through the loop. And you're just going to go ahead and keep on alternating all the way down. Oops. You're going to work half double crochet and then a slip stitch. Half double crochet and then a slip stitch, and you're just going to keep on doing that all the way down the row till you get to the end. By the end of this row, you should have your stitch count should be 1 less than the starting chain because we started working in the second chain from the hook. So your stitch count at the end of this row should be 26. So go ahead and finish that and then come back. Okay, so now you're at the end of your row. You will have finished with a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. We're going to start this next row with a half double crochet again. Now, depending on whatever stitch count you did, if you're using this project and you're making it, maybe you did the starting chain a little smaller or larger depending on your preference. If you've ended off with a stitch different than, if you finished with a half double crochet, you're going to start with a slip stitch. We finished with a slip stitch, so we're going to start with a half double crochet because to get that texture of the moss stitch, which is also really great depending whatever you're using these washcloths for. If you're using them for dishes, it's great. It gives that little bit of extra scrub and durability. If you're using them for your skin, your face, it's a gentle exfoliating texture. I love this stitch for a washcloth. It's perfect. But you do have to make sure that going forward, all of your half double crochets are being worked in a slip stitch from the previous row, and all of your slip stitches are being worked in a half double crochet from the previous row. So as I mentioned, we finished our last row with a slip stitch. We're beginning this one with a half double crochet. So now in this next stitch, we're working into a half double crochet here. We're doing our slip stitch. And then you're just keeping with your alternating pattern, working 1 half double crochet. Oh my gosh, sorry, I keep doing that. 1 half double crochet, 1 slip stitch in the next. Half double crochet in the following, slip stitch in the next to get more yarn. So you're just going to go ahead and keep on working this. Each row now going forward is going to be the same. and you're going to keep on working. So right now we've just begun row 2 together, and you're going to keep on working until you have completed row number 25. Once you've completed row number 25, come back and I'm going to show you how we're going to finish off. Okay, so now that you've finished all of your rows, we're going to finish off by doing a chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to work 1 single crochet into every stitch all the way down the row just to clean up, finish up with a nice clean edge here. So you're going to push your hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook. Again, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook. And you're just going to continue on working 1 single crochet into every single stitch all the way down the row. At the end of that last row, you're going to fasten off your yarn, just cut it with your scissors there, pull up that tail end. And with these tail ends that you have left in your work, you're just going to take your tapestry needle and we're going to weave them in and out of a few of the stitches just to hide and secure. So you're just going to go ahead and push it in and out of a few of the stitches. Just like that. Just to hide and secure those tail ends. So you'll go ahead and do the same thing at the other end, fasten that off, and you're done. I hope you've enjoyed this pattern. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and have a look at the helpful links in the description below.